Hello and welcome to another episode on SpiritCraft, and I hope you guys enjoyed that time lapse that started off this episode. And in this 25th episode, we just finished this building over the super smelter we created last episode, and I got a whole lot planned for this episode. In the last episode, we made the super smelter farm right here in the middle here, and it smelt so many items per hour. And yes, this thing is amazing, but it needs fuel, which is going to be bamboo, so we need to make a bamboo farm this episode. And I also need rockets, because that was my last one. And also in the last episode, we made this awesome iron farm here, which produces so many items per hour. And as you can see from the inside here, well, yeah, it's very cool. And since the last episode, I have actually put in the mobs, so like the villagers and the zombie, so now it can produce iron golems. So the zombie is riding around in a minecart, and there are, I think, 3 villagers each section. When the zombie gets near, produces an iron golem. I do not know where this guy is here. Ow. Anyway, while designing the iron farm, I made some critical mistakes, and this is why you see the carpet here, because I accidentally put this building where it could interfere with the farm, so the iron golems could spawn on top of these, which is a critical mistake, so that's no longer going to be able to happen. Anyway, another thing we did last episode is we made a magenta dye farm in the Colorful Citadel. So here in the Colorful Citadel, as you can see, we made another dye farm last episode, and it is the magenta one, and as you can see, it looks pretty cool with the diamond shapes you can see here. And yeah, it looks amazing, and it's another dye farm for this episode. And today we will be putting in another dye farm, which will be around, where is it? Damn, I lost, I probably broke the block because I lost where it is. But it's going to be somewhere right in front of here, maybe like in between all of these, in around the center, and it is going to look awesome. And in between episodes, I have been also designing the terraforming around this city that will be, and let me tell you, it looks really awesome, and it's also going to be a lot of work. So I'll have to grind for a lot of materials so we can make that happen. However, the orange dye farm is what we're going to do first up this episode, and it's going to be exactly the farm as we've used in all the other dye farms except from the cactus farm. And yes, it's quite cool. And as you can guess, we're going to do the orange dye farm in a time lapse, and because you can guess that we've already done 2 time lapses this episode, or we will have done after the time lapse. And yes, this episode is going to be very time lapse heavy because I am focusing a lot on progress, because, you know, well, 1.18 is not that far away, and we will be resetting the server for 1.18, so I just want to get a lot of this done. And look at this, it looks amazing already. But if you didn't see last episode, I would recommend you go watch it, and if you like this video already, please press the like button, and if you're not subscribed already, please subscribe. And let's get into this time lapse where we make that awesome farm and its building for the dye city right behind me. So without further ado, let's get cracking. Welcome back, my friends, and as you can see there in the background, we have built this orange dye farm, and I hope you enjoyed us making it in a time lapse. But yes, it does look crazy. So as you can see, we have made this amazing building right here, and oh, look at the shapes. You can see all the shapes, and I really like this. It's got the very big open windows there, and yes, this thing looks insane. And it's got a fully functional farm right in the inside. And this building is mostly spawn-proof because I have spawn-proofed it with carpets, but that isn't stopped by the fact that they spawn on things like the wood here. And all the hoppers that drop everything into the water stream is in place as well as the redstone underneath the actual contraption. And I still got to do the interiors for these buildings, but that, well, I'll leave that for later. And yeah, it's not today. But as you can see, the inside in here, it's pretty standard here. As you can see, it's just a lot of these modules, and well, yeah, it's pretty cool to see through these windows for the other buildings. Yeah, no, it's cool. Well, that is interesting. Oh, and this didn't work. The whole plan with the spawning thing, when you die and your bed's obstructed and you go into the hub here, is broken at the moment because as you can see, well, I'm in the outside. Hey, I see an exit over there, and yeah, I need to fix something. Like, I don't know what's wrong. Maybe I can't spawn on carpet. I don't know. So let's go and run and get our stuff back. However, your Emperor's extremely unimpressed. That is something I forgot about. How do I get to there? Well, this is when it comes really handy to have an ender chest right here, but I can't seem to find one. So, probably would have liked to be able to get an ender chest or something like that. But when you have problems, you need solutions, and I got a really funny solution right here. So the solution is to grab these blocks from the system here and then just to bridge over to the other side. Actually, no, I'm going to jump here, and yes, then I probably just bridge upwards, and there I go. Oh, I don't have depth stride and I'm getting hit by a skeleton. This is probably not the best way to go, otherwise I might die again. Anyway, let's go back up. So up here we are, and we can collect all of our stuff back. Ooh, you need to get inventive when you die sometimes, and yeah, this is pretty annoying, but who cares? And that question has a blatant obvious: me. And now that we got our stuff back, we can destroy the path that we created to get here. And now, to ensure that we won't die again, let's equip another totem. And first off, kill these really annoying zombies because I hate zombies. And to ensure we don't die again, I'm going to set my spawn by also sleeping because it's nighttime. I didn't know that. And we can get on our way. The next project is going to be very similar to the Sugarcane Farm right here, and it's going to be the bamboo farm. And do you see that? That guy's just chilling in the ocean. Can I hit him? And he's gone. Good riddance. Also, can you just admire the angling for the eye? Look at that. Anyway, I've gathered the materials that we need to build this farm right here. Over down there on the edge of the corner tower, and it's going to be a very similar farm to this farm right here, the Sugarcane Farm, and it's going to look crazy. I also had to make it higher because, well, you know, bamboo does not grow only at 3 blocks in length, it can grow to 15, so that is a big difference. But what this bamboo farm will do is it will produce so much bamboo that you can use for scaffolding, and I'm going to be using it in the super smelter that we made in the last episode over there, and I'm going to have tubes that supply the bamboo all the way to that super smelter, and it's going to look incredible. And I'm going to build the bamboo farm in a time lapse. So without further ado, let's get cracking.
It's the calm before the storm. Things aren't as they were before. You best start bracing. Did you think you could keep us out? Shut the gates, forget us now. It's tides are changing. Can you hear the sound? Can't stop us now. We're not back in town, know what we're doing. Things are about to change, it's evolution. Voices shake the ground, you feel it moving. We're the revolution. Can you hear the sound? Ground beneath your feet, with a whisper in the trees. Do you feel us watching?
Welcome back, my friends, and yes, here is the Sugarcane Farm in all its glory, and I hope you enjoyed that time lapse there. And look at this beauty right here, and this bamboo farm produces so many items, it's unbelievable. So this farm is on the same principle of the Sugarcane Farm, except, well, yeah, it goes a lot faster and there's a lot more bamboo. And also the bamboo is extremely tall, and yes, it is pretty cool, and it does produce a lot of items per hour. So under here in the bottom part I have all the chests, and yes, there are a lot of items in here, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to have a dropper that shoots the items out into a tube which goes all the way to the super smelter here, and that will fuel the super smelter. Anyway, when we go on the inside of this sugarcane farm, as you can see, we have all the items here, and you can drop down and get some items, and then you go up here, and as you can see, there's redstone here, and I can step on this pressure plate and off it goes, and now it's going to be extremely laggy for the next few minutes when all this bamboo is getting harvested. Yep, it's an insane amount of bamboo, but it's using a slime block flying machine to harvest all the bamboo, and as you can see, bamboo grows real quick on this server, and when the flying machine comes back, then all the minecarts go off to collect all of it. And I had a lot of troubles with the flying machines, but now the farm itself and the building around it is finished, but we need to get on with the tubes. So here in the dye farms, I need to collect some cyan stained glass for those tubes. Here we go, and let's look. Yes, we got easily enough spare over. I collect too many when I'm doing the builds, and then I just end up not using them. So to dropper out the items, I need some redstone to make a droppering system, and oh, and I forgot the white concrete. I'm gonna have to go back to the dye farms. Oh yeah, and I need to also grab more redstone and find some droppers. Maybe I don't store them in here. I need to grab some sponges as well, and I need to grab some droppers, and I'll tell you why I need this cobblestone is because I just realized that I don't have a filter here for both droppers and cobblestone, so I can actually do that right now and make another filter for these. So now we are ready to make the pipes. So let's start off by getting a hopper from the bottom chest here. I'm just going to go like this. So now we can drag out the items from underneath that chest. So then we put that out, but then we put that out to a dropper. So now we can transport items. I need to go up for air, and then we can start with the redstone, but I have to enclose that because obviously we're underwater. And go away, drowned. Give me back my dropper, drowned. I made a little door here, this is cute. So now we put a soul sand thing here, so now it can push us up to where it's going to be. And now we just make the tube and make it go wherever we need to go, which is the super smelter. So welcome back, and we have made most of the tube here, And as you can see, it looks cool, and the pipe goes all the way to this super smelter over here. The only problem is I need it to split half, so I need half going in this, half going in that. I'm gonna have to devise some way of doing it, maybe off redstone ticks. I'm not sure yet, but then I'll put it in there, and that will be cool. And then we finally have a finished super smelter where we can put so many items in and forget about everything. But I need to sleep, and then we'll get on to doing some maps, because a lot has changed since episode 22 to when we last did it. And yeah, that episode we made the Sugarcane Farm, and we only had 4 buildings around here. Now we have so many more, so let's do that. So I have a bunch of maps, so let's start mapping this place out. So my friends, I have mapped out this entire place, and I've also fixed the problem and made this pipe under here really, really cool. And I put an extra layer of redstone. I need to fix that block underneath this pipe, because well, I actually need to carry a signal all the way to from the super smelter to the farm, because well, if I am full, I want it to stop sending items. So yeah, and we're basically mostly full. We have, actually no, yeah, we are full, and now it should be stopping sending all of them, so they should stop coming soon. However, I have finished the mapping and it looks really cool. So if we come in here, as you can see when we get down, I have finished the mapping and it looks fantastic. But the chorus fruit farm is slightly cut off there, but there's nothing we can do. But this is the base so far in the first size of zoom the map. So we have all these farms, and then this is a 2 times zoomed, and this is a 3 times zoomed. And as you can see, they look pretty cool. But now I need to get all these banners out from this chest and take these maps out of their item frames, so I can put the banner locations on what these are, like I did over here. As you can see, they have, well, the names of the farms on them. So I'm going to do that now. Oh yeah, and sleep. And so all the labels and banners have been put in place to all these buildings, and it looks pretty cool. And as you can see, I've put all the banners back, and I've got a full set of maps that are just not locked, that correspond to each of the locations here, so it's easier to do for next time. But this is what it looks like, the whole mega base right here at the end of episode 25. I mean end, meaning like we're not going to make any more progress on the actual buildings, so yeah, that's cool. And also, I have improved my Shulker Box Unloader from last episode. Last episode I made a new one, my own type, and now I have upgraded it so that it basically doesn't constantly tick the dispenser. However, that aside, we are here in the dye farms, and as you can see, I do have maps up here, and it also dates from the same episode. However, well, as you can see, I've got 3 on that map and a lot more here. However, I think I will actually wait until I've finished all of these dye farms, so there'll be 3 more, which is in 3 episodes. So episode 28 is when I'm going to finish all of them. That sounds good, and then we will have the whole place just completely mapped out, and then I can do another map for when it's got the roads in, and then finally a map when it's got the whole terrain in, and that took me a long time to figure out, but that's now figured out. So that is the future of this place. And before I forget, I should probably fix this Shulker Box Unloader right here. As you can see, this has some things in it and it's continuously pulsing it. So I probably need to fix this up. And the reason why it actually matters is because when you have something like this continuously going, it creates quite a bit of lag, and I don't want to induce lag. But yeah, this is pretty cool. Anyway, I still need to do all these interiors. I haven't even designed the interiors yet, so well, that's my next project for designing over the next few weeks. And yeah, ooh, I need rockets. I've run out. And you know, your emperor, he cannot ever live without any rockets and flying anywhere. Oh yeah, and I could have some in my ender chest, but I'm running very low on gunpowder and I haven't restocked my rocket box, so I should probably do that. So I need to sleep, come over to the box where I store some of my gunpowder, let's just take all of the gunpowder, because, well, I need a lot of gunpowder, because I, well, run out of rockets too often. And there we go, we have a full rocket box, and plenty of stacks of rockets left over. And in between episodes, I should probably AFK at the creeper farm way over where we started SpiritCraft on this area. And then what I can do is just get a lot more rockets. But then I think maybe next episode, a big project I want to do is make a mob farm. Not sure about next episode, could be the episode after, or the episode after that, but I'm going to have an insane mob farm. But we have done so much today. We made the super smelter here, and by the way, all the bamboo is actually stopped coming, and basically we made the exterior to start off the episode, as you know, and we made the orange dye farm in the colorful citadel, and we finally made this bamboo farm here. And by the way, the iron farm, I had to stop it producing iron because it just basically nearly filled up all this here, because as you can see, well, that was a bad example. These two have been completely full. Anyway, looking at this really cool forest here, it is time to end the episode. I hope you enjoyed this episode because it's been really fun to make. And if you liked it, then like this video, and if you loved it, please subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next episode of SpiritCraft. So, goodbye!